David, thank you for having us on Capital Breakfast.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. I grew up watching all your TV shows. I think you're an absolute legend. And we're here to talk about your show on National Geographic, which is brilliant. It's called Do Not Attempt, which is kind of a fib because everything in the title you have a go at.
Do you want to know where the title came from?
Yeah, tell us.
Okay, so I was sleeping, and it was 3 a.m., and I had already been to Brazil, met all these incredible people, and I started worrying, wait, what if somebody sees these things and wants to copy? What if that was my biggest fear?
Okay.
So I realized that you have to explain in the title, do not attempt, so it's clear. And basically these people, even though they're doing these skills that look magical because they're almost unbelievable, the real magic is that I feel like the thousands of hours that they've spent learning these skills which become invisible. And that's why people always say, oh, well, what's magic about the endurance? The magic isn't what you're seeing. The magic is what you're not seeing.
What was the most intense trick you did?
I mean, they're all intense for different reasons. So being under the ice in the Arctic Circle, it was more than a meter of ice. And when you open your eyes, it's just the most painful thing because your cornea is beginning to freeze, right? So you only have a limited amount of time before you suddenly can't see for quite a while. Most of the people take their extreme environment from all over the world and they turn it into art, into beauty, and that was the incredible part. So even though you're pushing in this extremely painful setup, you look around and you're like, oh my God. Now most people wouldn't think like, oh, I want to go to the Arctic Circle to be trapped under ice in a frozen lake. They're like, oh, I want to see the aurora borealis. But this, when you break the comfort zone and go out and do something that you're not adept, you're not comfortable with, I feel like that is the greatest learning curve, and it's when you feel the most awake, the most alive. So
the India episode was great. The one where your head was on fire. That was my. But the glass bottle as well.
Yeah, so those are the things I do not want anybody to copy because he spent so much time and had so much work with a guru that passed these skills down for generations from him down. For a rare moment, I became the spectator to a magician and they were blowing my minds and I was going crazy.
You've actually got a scar from it, is that right?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, I don't know if they did a pretty good job. They fixed it in India.
Yeah.
But they did a good job fixing it. He showed me the exact place and the exact force, but what happened was I carried through a little bit more than I should have. So and then that's what happened. Ooh. Yeah. You can break your comfort zone. You can, not on those things, but you can work diligently to try to learn something that you never thought you could achieve. And I didn't do it like a pro, but learning to do it safely was because I have a daughter now, was a big goal, and I do feel like I achieved that.
Does she ever say, Daddy, don't do anything silly, or does she see any of your tricks?
I explain everything to her, we talk about it, and I am much more careful now that I have a daughter, so I don't just go jump in and do something that anything can happen. I have to feel completely confident, then I have to make sure she feels confident with it, and if she says no, it's a no.
Is there anything that you've seen maybe in this series or in the past that you thought, no, I'm not doing that, that's not for me?
And there is a man that, his name is Neville, and he wants to highlight that people don't need to fear and try to kill the deadliest snake in all of Africa, which is the black mamba. Yeah. So to demonstrate this, he sits in a small cubicle, like this size, with 6 black mambas. Ooh. And he's gone into a coma. He's lost a leg in a snake-related injury. He meditates when he looks at the snakes. He says it's like looking at fire, like the beauty, but you understand the danger. And it took me 2 days of watching him before I was willing to step in with him. And it was the scariest thing ever because they're so aggressive and unpredictable. But no, I sat completely calm. And then one started coming out like this. And he said this to me. He said, don't worry, I'll take the hit if something goes wrong. And when he said that, I was like, get me the out of here. Right? And I was like, can I go now? And he's like, no, not yet. Wait till the snake allows you to go.
That is saying something because some of the stunts you have done in your career, you've held your breath underwater for 17 minutes. Yeah. You've been frozen into a block of ice for 63 hours. been buried alive for 7 days. We got that right?
Yeah.
Which I can relate to because I've been in a queue for 12 hours for a Oasis ticket. But was the hardest stunt where you spent 44 days locked up in the glass box?
It was probably the most physically demanding one. I was always obsessed with fasting. I did push it too far in the sense that I've never recovered. Like my metabolism and my body always goes up and down very fast. So, but I would never take that experience away because it was the most incredible, the most intense, the most beautiful. I was staring at Tower Bridge.
I read that the first thing you ate when you got out of the box was it a packet of
crisps.
Chips, as you'd say.
Yeah, crisps.
What was the flavour of crisps? That's always bugged me. What was it?
I think they were just plain with like salt. Like
ready salted?
Okay, the next thing I ate was one of my favorite foods in the world, which was a bagel with smoked salmon and cream cheese, and that was extraordinarily painful. And that was kind of like, oh man, I better take this seriously and stop sneaking food in the hospital. And then right after the stunt, I think I put the weight on even faster than I lost it.
Well, you look great now.
No, this is the weight back on. It is one of my best memories of a stunt on its own. This is completely different, this series, because sure, it does have that same intensity, but it's out of my control. With this, anything could go wrong, and I'm putting my life into the hands of these incredible masters that were teachers, and I was a student. So it was about giving up control, which is something that I rarely ever do.
You said that you always carry a pack of cards with you.
Yeah.
You've always got a trick up your sleeve.
Yeah.
As a budding magician myself, I mean,
you have one?
I've always got a trick up my sleeve, literally. Let's think of that. What colour would you say that is, David?
I would say green and yellow.
Well, is it though?
By the way, that is one of the things that I learned when I was a young magician. That's funny.
Also, this was the one, do you remember this one from school? Pencil, feel the pencil. It's a normal pen, and then if you watch that, just with your mind, David.
These are all very good, by the way. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Here, hold this one here, this one here. No, but stand right here. So hold it tight. So we're going to make it switch in your hand. So hit tight. 1, 2, 3, so it switched. Look. Did you see it on camera? It switched?
Did that switch? Did that switch?
Twice. It switched there and back. You guys saw it?
Okay.
But you didn't see it?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see it at all?
No.
Huh. Well, anyway, I knew he was going to do some magic, so I brought a special present. Something for you. It's a gift. It's a watch.
Oh! He's got my watch! That's my watch! How did you do? I've gone high! Oh, no way! You could make a fortune doing that around here. Honestly. Oh, God. Okay. Pick a card, any card. Okay, show the guys. All right. All right, put it back in the deck.
Okay, good.
Okay,
yeah, good.
Give him a shuffle if you want.
Okay.
David, I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay, right.
If you could find it behind your back, I'll be blown away. No, I'm saying I'm saying my card. No, I'm saying if you put them behind your back and find it, I'll be blown away.
Right.
If you can do that, that's
some
impossible.
magic. Okay. Get blow. Okay.
If that's the card, I'm gonna freak out.
Okay. You want me to find it behind?
If you can do that, then that's real magic.
Okay. I don't. Oh my God. Okay. Something's happening. Okay.
Yep.
Oh well.
You're saying that's a card?
Yeah,
That's a 3 of hearts?
Is that the 3 of hearts?
Yes!
Oh,
Great.
David, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so
Good
much.
job.
You have made my life. Thank you.